for the autistic phenotype, value is not external. External is too chaotic. Remember, because of this rate of information with the sensory processing. Value for the autistic phenotype is typically internal. And this is part of this deep engagement with these certain domains that you can kind of subject and identify the autistic phenotype gets into versus the so-called typicals, okay? But value isn't just reward, okay? There's a lot of cost involved. How much effort? Remember with the metabolic bank accountant, this is a good part of that right now. Value is reward minus cost. So that brings us to the insula. We have great episodes on the insula and whiteboards. The insula is very lateral, okay? So it's right in here, but it's very lateral. We talk about the insula quite a bit because it's privileged. It's privileged to the brain states that's happening here, what's happening in the brain. It's privileged to the body. What kind of physiology, what kind of feelings am I having in my body? Am I tired? Am I weak? Do I not feel well? Is my heart rate beating too fast versus just right for this environment? Is my heartbeat fast for sitting on the couch versus running? One of those is acceptable. The other one is not. So this insula it's privileged for the brain, the body, and the environment. How is this living organism navigating the world? How do I feel in this situation right now? So for the autistic phenotype, the raw signals are amplified. Remember, okay? And this shifts the equation. Value equals reward minus cost. You can put these in deltas. Deltas, the differences. Differences of reward and cost. Is it too costly? Does the cost outweigh the reward? We can put these on seesaws again. Seesaws are always a good thing. It's a good visual representation. If costs increase, when costs increase, your avoidance is going to increase. And that's true with the autistic phenotype. It's true with anybody. Remember, because this is what we're mapping out. This isn't necessarily secluded to the autistic phenotype. As there's more cost versus reward, you will find yourself reluctant to engage in that task. Reluctant to repeat that task. And this is where preferences and phenotype and personality is being created. A lot of value here. What does the living organism find valuable? When is the living organism having a net gain of reward versus cost? They will repeat that. It's not complicated. And this isn't necessarily because of weakness. It's because the cost term is genuinely larger in this internal calculation. Reward may dominate fully, but there's an intense, sustained focus that's required. This is why, or a reason why, habits are preferred. Okay? Now that the brain integrates reward and cost, the ventromedial prefrontal cortex comes on board. And this is a very powerful hub. The ventromedial prefrontal cortex is powerful. It receives a lot of information. There's a lot of connections running through and out of the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. And it is down here. And it is at the bottom side of the medial prefrontal cortex. Remember, the medial frontal cortex is close to the midline, deep inside the prefrontal cortex. It's right here.